We were perfect on our watch list last week. Now we're going to dive into this week's watch list. We have a ton of news this week. Obviously, Nvidia is the biggest one, the headliner reporting Wednesday after hours earnings. But let's dive into what we are looking at for the week. I'm looking at Rivn. We have a 3-day dip here coming into the 21 EMA and the 50 SMA here. I'm going to look for a dip buy into the 21 EMA with a secondary add into the 50 SMA if we get there. I'm looking for 2 weeks out contracts, so at minimum November 28th, and I'd be looking at $15 calls for this. I'm looking for a nice bounce setup. Now we have Amazon here. 2 weeks red here. Obviously, it's taken a beating with the market over the past few days and weeks. Something to watch here coming into the 90 MA on the weekly, as well as the 21, not that far behind. There is a lot of support into that 230 to 228 level. So I am looking for an entry long here for December 19th calls on Amazon at around the 235 strike. Then we look at the daily here, and you start to see the same thing. So yes, obviously, market has taken it down a little bit after the earnings, just filled that gap on Friday, and we are coming into also the 50 SMA at 229. So anywhere right around that 230, 229 area, I am looking for a long for December 19th calls around that 235 strike. And then last thing I want to bring up here is we have SPY. So obviously, market has taken a downturn as we just talked about. We still have higher lows here, but we also did put in a lower high possibly right here. Something to keep on watch as we are under the 9 and 21 EMA here, and we worked on it Friday and rejected that 9 EMA. We did bounce. Friday was a major bounce day. Started the day down 1.5% on SPY, and it ripped up to close, basically break even. Did bounce to that volume point of control right here and held the 50 SMA. If we reject the 675 to 677 again, I will look for short for a few days out or possibly even a day trade and look to retest that 50 SMA lower at 668, 669. Those are our plays for the week. Let's see how they do throughout the week. Again, a lot of news, size appropriately. VIX is still high, sitting here at around 20. So you do not need to size that heavily, as you will be able to make great gains on lower sized positions. Let's have a great week. I will catch you guys for the midweek recap.